completed her education in Xavier, so she's a Xavierite. But to boost her confidence, she keeps talking to herself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Vania D'Souza.
I'd like to introduce my co-host this evening, although he knows he needs no introduction. With a decade of experience, I'd like to call on stage the best host of Wed Me Good Mumbai 2024, Mr. Ricky Sebastian.
All right, she made me feel like a celebrity. Someone. Wow. Where are you? Oh, you don't like me? All right, okay, there's little that I can see because the flashlights always goes into my eyes. But the first person I always notice over here, ladies and gentlemen, is the gentleman with his beautiful wife who has always contributed towards this event year after year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for our main sponsors, Mr. Manuel and Ms. June D'Souza, seating right over here. Not forgetting our sponsors again in the main category, Shriji Group of Companies. Thank you so much, guys, for all your healthy contributions towards this.
We are also very grateful to our co-sponsors, Dove Kettle Chemicals, Prisma Global Limited, Terminal Technologies Private Limited, Anchor Point, Stacks and Racks, Mr. and Mrs. Rosie Dias, Citizen Credit Cooperative Bank Limited, Jensen's Precision Engineering Private Limited, Rita Claude Narona, Valentino Victoria Dance Company, Pink Collection, Joseph Lawrence Distributors, Ruben Restobar, Mrs. Pauline Fernandez, Mr. Carlyle Pereira, Mr. Jude Matthias, and Mr. Mervyn Mascarenes.
Also, a special thanks to Pinto Noir Ventures, Mr. Ricky Ravindran. I'm sorry, I got that. These Rickies are very contributory towards the event. Mr. Leslie D'Souza, Styloria, Alan Esther, Dr. Dhaval Thackeray, Mrs. Savita Pereira, Mr. Savia Thomas Pereira, Devesh Classes, Len 1330, Mr. Deepak Rupani, Mr. Melroy Fernandez, Ms. Teresa Martin, Mr. Joy Korean, Mr. Vinod, and also Decathlon. Also, a very special thanks to our parishioners who have wholeheartedly sponsored. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, in beating the Mumbai traffic, many of them have traveled from near and far, but some of them have traveled from Orlam just to get here. And trust me, it's the biggest thrust to get to Orlam Church, beating all the hustle and bustle. But a special thanks to our judges for this evening. To give you a quick synopsis of our first judge, you can take over.
Our first judge to be introduced doesn't really need an introduction. She is a prominent figure in the fashion and entertainment industry, seamlessly blending style and charisma with her multifaceted career. Born and raised in Orlam, she honed her talents at St. Xavier's College, where she studied economics and sociology while emerging as a celebrated street dancer and model. Her rise in the fashion world began early, as she graced runways for prestigious events like Lakme Fashion Week, making her a recognized name in Indian fashion. Beyond modeling, she has made a significant mark as an anchor and television host, captivating audiences on platforms such as MTV and WWE Now India. She's also the person who inspired me to find confidence and compare on the stage tonight. Please put your hands together for none other than Mrs. Galen Mendonça.
Galen, it took you a lot of trouble to get here. She just had to cross the road. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, our second judge for this evening. Well, in a city of dreams, his story stands out, a tale of grit, determination, and unyielding passion. From navigating the chaotic streets of Mumbai as a Swiggy delivery agent to gracing the runway as a celebrated model, his journey is nothing short of miraculous. What started out as a series of odd jobs has now turned into a successful modeling career. Now, he walked the ramp for streaks, he has become a mentor for aspiring models, sharing tips and advice on social media. He regularly posts videos on men's grooming and styling on his Instagram handle and has recently launched a series to guide newcomers into the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sahil Singh. Sahil sir, do you think I'm dressed up okay, sir, for today? You can give, so don't laugh like that way, sir. It's okay. All right, judge number 3, Vanya.
Our next judge began his journey in mainstream Indian fashion by winning a nationally televised fashion photography competition, marking the start of an extraordinary career. From the very beginning, he's worked with some of the most iconic Indian designers, forging opportunities through determination and talent. His first major break came with the late legendary Wendell Rodrigues, which led to collaborations with the iconic Sabyasachi. Over the years, Gary has worked on multiple projects with Sabyasachi, including shooting their first film campaign in Italy. He has also served as the official photographer for multiple seasons of the prestigious Lakme Fashion Week. Today, with 7 years of experience, Gary is an accomplished filmmaker and photographer, proudly represented by one of the country's leading talent agencies, INEGA. A warm welcome to none other than Mr. Gary Taylor.
Gary, we meet again. I've been following you on Instagram as well as on the church ground. Our fourth judge for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is a trailblazing force in the world of fashion. Her Instagram feed is now a curated masterpiece, showcasing not just outfits, but a lifestyle together. It doesn't just follow trends, she sets them. Her way of upcycling through her brand, The Taylor Journal, has inspired a legion of followers to redefine their own fashion. She was also featured in the Cosmopolitan magazine, Hindustan Times, and her design on New York Fashion Week, setting an example that visions can be turned into reality. In a crowded digital landscape, she stands out, a trendsetter who has mastered the art of turning fashion into a visual symphony. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Miss Samantha Ferreira. A nice view and a good fit is all this girl needs. Oh, and coffee as well. Am I right, Samantha? She just posted that on Instagram maybe 2 hours back. I'm not stalking you, I'm just following you on Instagram.
Well, Orlem, I think it's time. Don't you think it's time, Ricky, to like...
Well, absolutely. Vanya, but I have to tell you something, Vanya. Arsenal played Manchester United yesterday.
I don't follow football, I'm sorry.
Nothing, they just won, yeah. That's a real joke there.
Alright, before we begin, it takes me a little time to warm up, okay? So I want you guys to cheer for all the zones who have put up a wonderful effort backstage for over a month. So can you all scream as loudly as possible so they can all hear you backstage? Yes? Is that what I'm expecting tonight after each performance? I think we can go better. Yes? On my count. 1, 2, 3, let's go!
Come on, Orlem. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, today, we bring together creativity, craftsmanship, and imagination as participants from various zones showcase their handcrafted masterpieces, each inspired by an assigned elemental realm. From the fiery hues of the fire realm to the icy brilliance of the snow realm, every step on this runway tells a story of innovation and dedication. The competition is fierce, the rules are clear, and the stakes are high. Teams will be judged not only on their stunning costumes, but also on their adherence to the essence and aesthetics of their assigned realms. Remember, this event celebrates the spirit of artistry and sustainability, with bonus points for those embracing recyclable materials. So buckle up for a magical journey where fashion meets fantasy. Let's cheer on our participants as they transport us to the extraordinary realms of the runway. Alright, I want you all to fasten your seatbelts as I now begin to tell you a little story. It all begins in a magical realm, in an enchanted forest where trees whispered ancient secrets and the living beings thrived in peace. But one fateful day, the tranquility was shattered by a warlock who discovered the forest's ancient magic and wanted all the power for himself. He and his wicked clan embarked to invade it, to catch hold of all the power and magic. The beings of the forest fought back as much as possible, but the warlock's power was overwhelming. Yet, in the darkest moments, a small spark of hope remained, invoking the enchantress, the mother of the forest hidden in the deepest roots of the secret grove. The battle between light and dark began. So sit back and watch as Tank Colony unfolds a mystical, magical journey of the enchanted forest realm.
That introduction gave me goosebumps all within me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Tank Colony!